My, oh my, what a difference a little bit more than a month makes. We've got the Coppa Italia first round today, my friends. Let's go check the table. Not the league. Yeah. You could see us. We're not behind my head. Or chest. We're not down there. We're in 7th, people. We're in 7th. We're in the Euro Cup 2 spot where the board, I think, is, yes, we're well, it depends on who wins the Coppa Italia, but we're within striking distance. Now, it is a 9-point gap to the Champions League spots. My goodness. We could really use some additional revenue. We're at 12 million in balance. We've got 8 million in transfer budget. What has happened there? Let's talk about it. First off, let's go back. Look at this. Paul Colombani might be a tad good at the football. Yeah. Salernitana, we get a goal from Serge in the leading up to halftime. Sorry about that. Kind of an okay game. Our wingbacks didn't do so hot, but in our attacking third didn't do so hot, but Serge got a goal, so it was all right. This game, really, we should be in like 5th place right now because of this game. Look at this. We have 3 goals before halftime. 3. It was 3-0 at halftime. Did I make any drastic changes? No, I didn't come in and substitute a bunch of players. Playing Parma, which is a rival, and they come back and they score 3 goals. It was like nothing I could do helped, and it's just like, really? We have Colombani on a 9.1 with a brace, Serge on an 8.9 with a goal, and yet a 3-3. And unlike, I don't think they had many clear-cut chances. I could be wrong. Not a single clear-cut chance. Not a single chance. Not a half chance. We had 3 clear-cut chances. 6 half chances. Full manager. So we should be higher than we are. Then we beat Brescia with 2 goals. 1 from Colombani, 1 from Perrin, who's injured again. As you do. Came on as a sub. As you do. Then we beat... It got a little nervy at the end. I mean, the second goal for them was in the 4th minute of extra time, but still, or injury time, whatever, added on time, whatever. Got a penalty for Colombani. Maximiliano gets a goal, and Angelini slots 1 home. Not a bad day at the office. They're in 20th, so you'd like to, really smash them, as we did Venezia, but we're not complaining, I guess. This is unreal. So... Viviani's been playing ball-playing defender. We'll talk about that as well. Giroud, Grandi, Giallo, Serge, Angelini, Maximiliano, Colombani, Cluj, Locke, and Ernesto came in and got his first league goal for us. Colombani with a 10th minute goal and a penalty. Maximiliano in the 20th minute. Serge in the 33rd minute. Then a bit of a break. Viviani in the 56th minute. And then Ernesto in the 73rd and Colombani in the 78th. It was good for morale. It was good for morale, and it has us now within striking distance of the Europa League spots. Again, there's 18 games to go. It could go anybody's way in terms of climbing back up into the Champions League spots. I'm not buying that. I think our easiest ticket to the Champions League is winning the Europa League, depending on who we get in the draws, or winning the Coppa Italia. I don't even know if you. What do you? We've never come close enough for me to care what you get if you win. You make it to the Europa League, so no. We've had some changes, my friends. Let's look at the ins and outs. Outs. Francesco Cesare, 1.8 million going to Pisa. He was running up on the end of his contract. He wasn't going to make it. They offered decent. He was worth 1.8. He's up to 3.2 now because of the contract they offered him. It was just, I figure it was like, well, I have Marius, I have Locke, and I have Cesare, and we're trying to get game time as substitutes to all 3. That's not going to happen. So pick and choose. And Cesare is older and only 3-star potential versus Locke and Marius is slightly higher. Marius, I don't think you're going to make it, brother. Thanks for your support on Patreon. I don't think you're going to make that potential. A lot of that potential is based off the passing ability and nothing else. But you never know. I'm trying to loan one of the 2 remaining ones out. But Locke, I think, has a chance to be good. And so we enhance his chances by doing it this way. Roberts Vibes has gone to Portsmouth for 1.1 million. He was 2-star. He was emergency backup. He was upset about not getting playing time, and it was just time, my friends. I hate it. Look at that. Look at that history. Why is it not highlighting? That would be good if you could highlight. Come on. But has been with us a long time. But, right about here, you can tell. Yeah, 3 starts, 6 subs, 687, probably time to go. And then he had 2 starts, 3 subs. And I was like, it was the same thing. His contract was coming up. And I'm like, we can either let someone sign him for free, or we can try and cash in. So we cashed in. I can't remember if we showed you Moreno Patea, who went to Sassuolo. Again, youngster getting snatched out from underneath us for 900 and was it 75? 25? 975 grand. That was back in August, but you probably saw that. I don't remember. Mateus Lucchese. Mateus, also thanks for your support on Patreon. You're going to go to Body. We got you on loan. I tried to sell him, but of course, his loan contract is, they're just paying his wages. And so they're like, no, we're good. We'll just wait. And I can't recall from loan. So it's just kind of like, shoot, because he's worth 500 grand. But again, he just wasn't going to make it. You could argue might be like emergency backup, a Roberts Vipes, but that's not fair to him. Let's go let him have a career. He just wasn't good. So I've tried to thin the herd. I guess you could look at it that way, my friends. DL Yifang has come in for So and Viviani and gotten them raises. So is going to go up to... I don't want to click that button. How do I see that? Do I see it down here? Someone's going to leave me a comment. It's like 59 grand. I mean, it was a raise. He's 18 months into his deal. It's a raise, but like it also locks him in for longer, so I'm not too fussed about it. Same thing with Viviani. He went from like 74 grand to 88 grand, which is a lot, but he's quite good. I'm quite pleased with him. He got 18 international caps for USA. So I'm happy to lock him in. We are like pretty top heavy, right, in the midfield department, which some of the players are not pleased with, but we only use 2, my friends, because that has been the oh, I guess I should show you this guy. I'm trying to finagle a deal with Atletico Madrid because this guy wants to leave and they're asking 10.5 for a guy worth 25.5. I'm like, if I can pay 10.5 and get a player worth 25.5, that seems like a deal I should be taking. He's 21. He looks tasty. Now, there's just some competition, that we're facing. So I'm not sure he's going to be interested. And I'm not sure because he wants to go to Valencia. But we tried offering, because our transfer budget, right? I know he's going to want a signing on fee and his agent's going to want a fee, and like we're going to run out of money. So we've offered like $5 million up front, $5 million over 3 years, 500 grand when he reaches 50 league appearances, and $1 million on 50 league goals. So it's like we're offering essentially 10 million guaranteed when he's listed for 10.5. But like you got to think he's probably to get 50 appearances and he's gonna bang in some goals. But who knows what they'll say. No one else has come in for him, so if he's like, I want to leave and there's a club coming in for me, you never know. Maybe those other clubs would just find something else to do. I don't know what we would do. We'd probably loan Ernesto if that happened, or something. Sell Ida. I don't know. We'd figure it out. So what has changed our fortunes, my friends? It's going back to this. I don't know what it is with the 4-2-3-1. You could argue that maybe I've got some odd instructions and it's a bad idea and whatever. This has rescued it. This is what we've played. And I kind of go, you know what? That's on me. That's on me. I signed Angelini. We went for a 10, even though he's a midfielder. You could argue we go like 4-3-3, right, with 3 midfielders. But the 4-2-3-1 has not worked. It just hasn't. We are shipping goals for clubs that don't deserve them. I mean, not really, to be fair, right? Like, when you look at our losses, 4 to Milan, okay, they were in first place at the time. 3 to Roma, I think they were at first place at the time. Maybe Milan was in second. But 2 to Atalanta, 3 to Napoli, 1 to Fiorentina. You could argue I'm wrong, which wouldn't be, I guess, incorrect. Maybe it was our finishing, but, like, either way, it doesn't matter because, like, we weren't putting him in the back of the net. We just weren't. So I don't know what to make of it, as you can tell, since I'm kind of like grasping at straws here. We've only allowed 24. Yeah, that's a lot. Right? Parma's got 23, we've got 24, and we've scored more goals. I think you could argue we should be above them. We're about to be. But, you know, same thing, Torino, you could argue, could be a little bit higher because of if they could score a couple more goals. So we've not been elite. Let's look at last season. What did we do last season? 46 against in 38 games. And we're at 24 against. We're about on the same pace, I guess. But last season, we scored 71 goals. And this season, so we're about on the same pace. I don't know. What about the season? I'm here. Like, we're gonna spend time doing this. Of course we are. Why would I change? 44 against 74-4. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just bad luck. Maybe our luck has turned. The team dynamics look a lot better, so not gonna complain about that. I'm gonna build all this up. We're gonna get absolutely destroyed by Lazio. They're in 6th place. But can't control that, my friends. Theo coming back from a boo-boo. He's got a pulled thigh. It says he can go today, but, you know, why would you do that? We've had to call Montana. Yes, of course it is. I really kind of want him to work out. He's Argentinian, for starters. He comes through our academy. He's 6'6". I just love that. Oriole suspended. Perrin has got something. Pulled knee ligament. Look at this guy. This season, not his day. Not his season, right? July, pulled groin. Sprained knee ligaments for 5 weeks. Damaged elbow for 2 weeks. And pulled knee ligaments for another, what is it going to be like 2.5, 3 weeks? Maybe I should have sold him. Goodness. Baltodano's injured as well. A damaged foot. It's not gone well for him. He had the hip injury, and then he had that. Just, you know, that's what happens. I did have a word. We're going to do extended highlights today, if you can't tell. No, we're 11 minutes in? Yeah, we'll do extended highlights. I had a word with Cluj, because he went up until those arrows there. You notice the difference in the arrows. He went this entire time with not really improving anything except his stamina just a wee bit. And I said, and his training, what's weird is his training ratings have been like in the 7s, like, because I've looked at them. And I said, mate, I've been really disappointed with your lack of development. And he was like, I agree. And so now I bring you back. It's like literally a week later. And hey, some improvement. Thank you, Marion. That makes me think of the music, man. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. The librarian. So yeah. So welcome, Locke and Marius. You are now our main backups for the midfield. That doesn't make me nervous at all. Giroud can play there as well. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine. 5-0 Bologna getting smashed by Milan, my friends. We are in excellent form. They are in inconsistent form. It's 42 degrees Fahrenheit. It said it was calm. Did it say calm? Okay, I guess that's just the symbol for the weather forecast. I don't pay attention to that much, apparently, because it's like, that doesn't look calm. That looks like rain. But maybe it's a calming rain. Maybe it's going to put them to sleep and we'll take advantage. We're not going to underlap the right. We're going to overlap the right. Yeah, get in there, son. Get in, son. And this is for Graham Yates in the comments. How you doing, Graham? Right, lads. Enjoy. Prove a point. Oh, everybody but Jalo, of course. I want to see more of the same from you today. Don't get that option a lot. We'll take it. I love when the game sets you up for failure. When you're like, hey, you're coming in strong form. They're inconsistent. They're in 6th place. Okay, they're like, what is that? A point above us? But they're still above us. Okay? We don't care about the records. I think we'll be fine. We could stop talking about Viviani and So wanting to leave. That'll be the next question that they ask us about So. I would like us to get a goal and not concede in the first minute of the game. That would be, you know, great. That was your extended highlight. Here we go. We're on extended highlights. Every highlight doesn't have to be a goal. Enjoy. All right. Giroud plays it back to So. The Giroud-So connection. I've also extended a contract. I don't know if he signed it. I don't remember sending that in the transfer center. I guess it would have been. To Lenart to give him a little bit of an extension. He wants to be a squad player. He can do a job. He's kind of like the new Roberts Vipes. He's not going to start as much, but if we got injuries, stuff like that, then he's going to be the guy that comes in. So He's good enough to do that, I feel. So I didn't want to just offload everybody. That's the other thing. I'm struggling to find a center back. One, like, I can find good players, right? There's good players abounding everywhere. It's the transfer fee and the wage that is ending up being the problem. So I'm kind of looking for that center back that's like, 2.5 to 3.5 stars currently, or I'll even take a 2-star, but they've got like locked in potential. That's at least 4-star, like to feel like it's worth the investment, and just not. I can't find anybody affordable that meets those marks. We'll have to see what kind of. Okay, what kind of business we can do. We are also in the hunt for a. That was a weird transition. For a young goalkeeper, like a 17-year-old goalkeeper. I've got one in mind. I'll try to remember to show you. Whoop. He's Romanian, and he's worth 68 grand, but they don't want to sell him. I'm really tempted to be like, really? Like, here's 200 grand. Get out of my face. Because right now, between our under 20 and our under 18 squad, we have one goalkeeper, and he's 3 gray stars. It's not been the best. It's not been the best. So, it was close. It was close. This is a big game. So I'm trying to get that young player in that we can like have. Like, we had a spell where Bergeron got injured. He was out for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks or something like that earlier in the fall. And it's like Ferranti and the 3 gray star kid. It's like, we've been here before. So I was like, well, I don't want to go splash big money, but if we could get one with decent potential that's cheap, that's probably a worthwhile investment, because our youth intake hasn't been great from a goalkeeping standpoint in quite some time. We also got our preview of our youth intake. I'll show that to you next episode. Because I've already got it saved as a save point. I'll try to remember to do that as well. Goalkeeper. I should write that down. It looked better than last time. We'll just leave it there. It's not like obviously the actual intake is in April. We're about to concede. We're about to concede a penalty. No, we didn't. Oh my goodness, he fell down. It's not a foul. Paul Colombani in space. Paul Colombani versus the world. Paul Colombani versus the world. Holds up play. Surge launches it with his massive forehead because he's so tall into the first row. Not great. I'm going to say not good enough. We're going to get aggressive. But I believe in you, goalkeeper. Ignore the fact I've been talking about your backup. There's also nerves because Liverpool at one point was sniffing around Colombani. I was like, oh boy. And then somebody else was sniffing around either Colombani or Surge, but it was like I think Liverpool's was going to be like they were going to offer like 111 million. And I was like, oh no. Like I don't even think I'd have a chance. I think the board would just accept it. It'd be like, and I could argue about it, but they'd be like, tough. Let's take a look here. We've created a half chance. They've had a clear-cut chance. That's, in footballing terms, not ideal. We've had the ball a lot on the right side of the pitch. That's interesting. Except looks like we're starting here and then we're going there. Was that what's happening? Yeah. Not gonna make a single change now that we've looked at that. And we're gonna concede. Oh, blocked. Good job, person. It's not gonna give me the name down there. Come on now. Ooh, it might have been Grandi. That's his side of the park, right? Ooh, is anybody there? Who was he clearing the ball to? Oh, Jallo in space. I mean, could you have made it any easier to pass it right back to the keeper, mate? I mean, come on now. Come on. Come on, boys. Be motivated. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Okay, nice. Nice. Surge. Oh, good vision. Coot. Plays it back. Top of the box. Oh, slide tackle. Oh, Grandi's there. He's chasing it down. That's fine. That's fine. Kick it into the fancy seats. That works for me. No complaints. Surge not living up to his name. He's not surging today, my friends. What are we supposed to do with this? I feel like we've been on top. They get more, minus the fact that they've created the chance and we've created the half chance, but we're going to go for it, I think. The board do want us to reach the quarterfinal. I'd like to avoid going to extra time. That's all I'm saying. Surge, come on, brother. Come on. Put it on So's head. That's on no one's head. False Colombani, though. Oh, he gives it up for a corner. Surge is coming off after the corner. He's quite tall. We'll use him. Get in, son. We're going to put the ball right here where no one's at. Yep. Called it. It's actually part of the setup. It's the tactic to get them all out of sorts. We have Maximiliano come get the ball, win it back deep, get past his man, juke the next one, and go down in a penalty heap. It worked. I can't believe it worked. That's the special GHG tactic where we intentionally mess up our corners. I mean, they had everybody back. What are they doing? That's a pretty... I mean, is it a poor tackle or is it great dribbling? Let's call it great dribbling. Angelini, not a bad time to get your 5th goal of the season. Can we see it out is the question, my friends. Surges back to a 6.8. He is, isn't he? But, my friends, he's more tired than Colombani. So, ooh. We'll save Ida in case we concede and it goes to penalties. He's at 81%. We want him fresh. Ernesto, it's your time to shine, my friend. Oh, okay. I don't think we make any changes. I don't think we have any changes to make, my friends. Oh boy. It's because if we make a change and then we concede, it's better to have those in your back pocket. Colombani is trying to play defense, but he's not very good at it. Surge would have been better. Oh, yeah. Is that at the death? Last chance! Oh! I would have been in! Berger. Oh! Oh, goodness, what was that? Okay, it works. Get it. Oh, I thought if he'd maintained possession for a half a heartbeat more, could have pinged that forward to Ernesto, I think he would have scored. Instead, they hit the side netting. And we will not complain about that, my friends. Grande, it's Cluj time. Because Theo's coming back from an injury. Is he in? Cluj! Thanks for trying hard in training. You get 6 seconds here in the Coppa Italia first round. We may need you because, oh no, what have I done? I thought one last hoofball into the box could have been dangerous. Not the best of victories. We did eventually create a clear-cut chance of 2 half chances. We did outshoot them and on-target them and possess them, but wasn't pretty. It wasn't like a 3-0 or anything like that. But you win you take the wins where you can get them, right? We've made it. What is it? Oh. Well, good thing they just want us to get to the quarterfinal. Jeez. It's back to its old ways. When the I guess maybe we knew that in advance. Or no, did we not know that? That's last year. What am I doing? Nope, it's just bad luck. So let's look at the other options we could have had. Probably Roma, to be fair. I mean, yeah, okay. It kind of is what it is, I guess, once you get to that point. Where if we want to be one of the top teams, then, we are going to end up playing them a lot. We'll take the 500 grand. That helps the bank balance a tad bit. I'm going to show you Romanian goalkeeper. Oh, that's right. Oh, lads. At least we have Perugia and then Lazio, who we just beat, so they'll be angry about it. Genoa, 20th and 18th are decent games to have leading up to the quarterfinal to take on currently, what place? 3rd place, Milan. Isn't it close? Yes. Relatively close. Let me show you the Romanian. I'm clicking all buttons, aren't I? Yep, sure am. Where is he? I'm just looking for the Romanian flag. Dan Descultu. Again, I'm not saying he's amazing. We'd like some more information. His wages are silly low. He's 17, going to be 18 here in a couple months. So I guess he'd be more like the under 20 keeper for a good bit. But there is some potential there. Now, it could be that he is 1.5 star and 2.5 star and he's worse than Ferranti. But what was odd, okay, I would like your thoughts on this from a Football Minute, like, break the fourth window here. Window? It's window, right? There were a bunch of clubs interested in this kid. Like Man United type clubs. Like, no joke. I didn't write them all down because I was like, oh, well, and I put in an inquiry. And they were like, we're dismissing that. And like all of the no one wants him now. And is it because like they're gonna ask some crazy wage? I mean, transfer fee? I thought it was kind of weird that they were like, yeah, we're not interested. Like, is that all it takes? Like, that's all it takes for you to be like, yeah, it's fine. What order is this in? So again, there's other options out there, but I'm looking for like the cheapie, right? So like even this guy, right? 1.9 to 3.9 million. He looks decent, you could say. Definitely 2.5 stars, so definitely better than Ferranti. But does he have the potential? And so I don't want to go splash a couple million euros without the information. And there's the other clubs that are interested. So like we're all chasing, I guess, the young goalkeeper around the block. This guy looked all right, but not great. And, you know, look at that potential. That's like actual potential, but he has zero interest. He hates us. So that's what's going on, my friends. We'll bring you back in a hot second for the quarterfinal. Should we? You know what? We may do. I'm not expecting to win the game. We may do like key highlights here, and then like Juventus key highlights. That's probably what's going to happen to give you something to look forward to, because I don't think we're going to do well in the Coppa Italia. Let me know what you think about everybody leaving. You know, Vipes, Cesare, Lucchese, and then do you think we can get this guy? Am I becoming a more normal football manager where it's like, yep, it's time to sell players, rather than them all leaving on freeze? Am I becoming a jaded manager? Has it finally happened? Leave a comment. See you next time.